Albert Camus. Albert Camus was a French novelist, essayist, and playwright. He is best known for his novel *The Stranger*, *The Plague*, *The Fall*. Camus was awarded the 1957 Nobel Prize for Literature, born in 1939 and died in 1960. He also wrote an influential philosophical essay, *The Myth of Sisyphus*, and several stage plays. His family lived in poverty for some time. After the passing of his father during World War II, he went to Paris and became a writer where he developed his philosophy of absurd. Camus and many others no longer accepted the purpose of human existence, absurdism. The Myth of Sisyphus is a 1942 philosophical essay by Albert Camus, influenced by philosophical essays such as Soren Kierkegaard. Author Camus introduced a philosophy of absurd. Moral of Sisyphus myth. Sisyphus teaches us to never give in a circumstances disappointment or try to escape from the failure, rather accepts failures the same way we accept our achievement. And most importantly, no matter how much we lose in our mission, we must never back down till we fulfill our potential. Concept of absurd by Albert Camus. Albert Camus was a French philosopher and novelist who explored the alienation that is a part of modern life and best known for his philosophical concept of the absurd. He explored the ideas in his famous essay *The Stranger*, *The Plague*, as well as in philosophical essay *The Myth of Sisyphus*. He was awarded by the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1957. Camus defined the absurd as a ridiculous of looking for meaning in the mysterious, meaningless universe. Absurdism arises out of the tension between our desire, order, meaning, and happiness, and on the other hand, the indifferent natural universe refusal to provide that. Absurdism is a philosophical theory that life is generally absurd. This means that the world is not entirely understood by reason. The absurdity is the contrast between our primal desire to give meaning to life and the universal reasonable silence in response. Is suicide is necessary when the absurdity is realized? Camus responds, no, uprising is necessary. He outlined the several approaches of the absurd life. Camus compared the absurdity of man's life within the situation of Sisyphus, a figure of Greek mythology who was condemned to repeat forever the same meaningless task of pushing a boulder of mountain, not to see it roll down again. This essay includes that the strength itself is enough to fill the man's heart. Albert Camus says, you will never be happy if you continue to search for what happiness consists of. You will never live if you are looking for a meaning of life. Camus outlined the legend of Sisyphus, who defied the god and defeated and put death in chains so that no human needed to die. When death was eventually liberated and it came time for Sisyphus himself to die, he makes a plan to deceit which he escaped from the understood. After finally capturing Sisyphus, the god decided that his punishment would last for the entirely. He would have to push up the rock mountain upon reaching the top. Camus sees Sisyphus as the absurd hero who lives life to the fullest, hates death, and is condemned to meaningless tasks. Camus argues that life is essentially meaningless, although humans continue to try to impose order on exist and to look for answers to unanswerable questions. So I'm done this video. Next video तक मुझे दीजिए इजाज़त. See you soon. Allah Hafiz.